All right, and away we go with your fog and low cloud activity. As I mentioned, all that's starting to collapse on La Crosse. We're picking up some patchy fog, eventually starting to move over the river right now. But we have some dense fog getting into areas right by portions of Boscobel. You've got Black River Falls in and out of the dense fog there, and you're holding on to that possibly by Mason City, well out of the way. But Preston's also holding on to fog, and it's dense. In fact, you're going to see this continue on, thicken up as we go into the 7 o'clock hour, and then start to lift gradually from the north, working southward into the areas here. Slowly but surely, we get to the 10 o'clock hour and we're done. That being said, we get into the radar. Not much happening there right now. Dry conditions for us, mild conditions as well, setting up the case for us today. We have 50s widespread right now, but eventually we'll get our numbers up to the lower to middle 80s. Cooler air comes in as we go right into, say, Thursday and Friday, and then eventually it starts to lift out. We open up the way for warmer air to sneak back in, and we get back to the low 80s to finish out the weekend, and going into next week as well. Low 80s will hold on. That'll start to move in with the mild rolling back into the picture again for us. Rainfall for Tuesday, I would say this goes all the way into next week, but you're going to be seeing more rainfall possibly working into the area here going into it. This is all the way to August 22nd. So we're picking up some decent rainfall working all through the forecast area here. Eau Claire all the way down to the south, picking up some heavier rainfall, looking like at least 2 to possibly 3 inches in some cases. That's a lot of rainfall. Milder conditions starts today, and that continues all the way into tomorrow, and then eventually we go into showers for Wednesday, going into the latter portion of the day for Wednesday, and that continues to Thursday and Friday, and that will continue on as a form of isolated showers possibly to finish out for Friday. You move this into place for us today. We get into the sunshine, mostly sunny skies expected right through the late morning into the afternoon. You'll see those 80s start to roar in, and then we get a few extra clouds popping back into the picture, at least partly cloudy skies to mostly clear skies to finish out the early evening hours. Then possibly by the time we get into the mid to late, we'll see again more clouds sneaking into the picture for us, calling it at least partly to near mostly cloudy skies. Flooding potential, well, it's looking like it's not too bad, but we go into the next couple of days, day 2, so we're looking at tomorrow. We're looking at the potential for a little bit of flooding working all the way down from La Crosse, working southward. I showed you all that rainfall, and then once we go into Friday, possibly you'll see some of that rainfall backing off, but it's still a pretty decent rainfall for the potential for flooding to get into the area, and that is a marginal risk. That being said, take a look here as we go into the next 8 days. Away we go, holding on to those highs, holding on to 85 degrees. That'll go into tomorrow with 84 degrees with showers and storms in the latter portion of your afternoon, extending to a 50% chance. I got to tell you, going into Wednesday too, 30% chance turns into about an 80 to 90% chance overnight going into Thursday, and that is some decent rainfall. Back to you.